I saw Think Like a Man.
Finally, you're going to think like a man.
Finally. Well, I didn't say I was going to think. I just saw a movie about it. Well, what Think Like a Man is about, it's a film version of Steve Harvey's best-selling book. I'm sure you guys have all read it. The film revolves around several male single friends who get the dating tables turned on them after the women they are pursuing read Steve Harvey's book in the movie and decide to put that information to good use. You're confused, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Steve Harvey's book is central to the plot.
Okay.
It's kind of odd. It is. I thought it was about the book. I didn't think the book was part of the movie. But the movie features a predominantly little-known African-American, or just American as I prefer to call him, but whatever, cast, with the exception of Turtle from Entourage, and another token white guy that pops up every now and then. I was the only white dude in the theater, therefore my wife kept calling me white chocolate. I just thought I'd point that out. So, first of all, has anybody else wanted to see this? Anyone?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well, first of all, it's not a stereotypical black movie. When I first saw the trailer and we talked about it on the show, I thought very much it was going to be like one of those Tyler Perry, oh, let me talk all crazy, make fun of white people. One of those movies. It's not. It's not really a black or a white movie. It's just a movie. Honestly, it's just a movie. There's barely any racial humor, and what little there is fairly honest. I'd give him credit for it. So it wasn't like every Tyler Perry movie that I've had to suffer through. It was actually a pretty decent movie. The friends actually seem like real friends. The way that they portray both the guys and the girls seems pretty realistic. I normally don't get in. I don't like romantic comedies. You know that, Scott, right?
Yeah.
I don't like them because they're all the exact same plot. Guy finds girl, they get in a fight, guy breaks up with girl, and then one of them realizes they really can't live without the other one, and they do something stupid to chase him down. That's every freaking romantic comedy. This one, for the most part, was pretty honest about how the real struggles and truths about dating in the real world. So I respect that. It rang really true. The film is pretty funny for most of its duration, and Kevin Hart, whose stand-up I don't like at all, I don't find him funny, but he was hysterical in the movie, as like the friend who's going through a really tough divorce and realized a little too late that single isn't as easy as he thought, and his wife beats his ass randomly.
Sounds familiar.
You guys, did you say it sounds familiar? Would you like to go see the police right now? We can file a report. There is one actress her name is Megan Good, and she is hot. I mean, she's a very beautiful woman, but she is hot. So every time she was on screen, I was in love with her. So I'd probably run away with a little Megan. The end of the film is kind of where it lost me a little bit because it starts to degenerate into that normal rom-com trap. So they spend probably 2/3 of the movie being very true and honest about how dating is. I mean, they have very different ways. They've got the non-committal guy, they've got the player, they've got, all these different variations connecting with all these different women. And Steve Harvey pops up every now and then to give like little pieces of advice, and then the story goes from there. And then at the very end, they get less honest and go cheesy about where everybody's trying to race and learn their lesson, like in the last half of them. It's just, that part lost me. It really would have been a standout movie if it wouldn't have been for that last probably 20 minutes. If it wouldn't have went that route, I would have definitely rated it higher. So overall, Think Like a Man is a solid, funny film that gets a 6.5 out of 10 for me.